Welcome back to the Content Club podcast.
Yes.
All right, today we are going to be talking about UGC creators who need to stop giving away their rights for free or for gift.
I used to be one of them.
Me too. And it still depends on like the situation, I feel. So we're going to talk through all the nitty gritty today and like our personal preferences and stuff. But yeah, we need to all stop giving away our rights for free and create some industry standards, I think, is the way.
I think it's gone down a little bit. It's gone down.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking like all things exclusivity, perpetuity, gifted collabs and contracts and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm going to start with, I'm going to face you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to face you.
Sounds good. We're going to have a chat. Have a little chat.
Okay. Gifted collabs. What do you think?
I think it very much depends on the situation. So I think as a beginner creator, it makes sense to like take on gifted collabs and stuff more often. But I still think like you should be charging for them like after a little while, like even if it's $100 or something, just to kind of like make sure that brands don't know that we like...
It's always free.
Exactly, like we don't work for free. But also, like I did just recently take on a collaboration with a food company. I'm not going to say the name, I don't think, but it's not like they did anything bad. But I don't think they have a budget for like creators. So I just got a box of food, and it's literally because I'm going to go house sit for a couple of weeks and I needed some groceries. So it's saving me money.
With that, I would do it. With that, I would do it.
It's like valid. I'm like going to spend the money on the groceries anyway. So I think it
might
makes
as well
sense.
get it for free.
Yeah, and I don't have to do much. I'm just gonna like make a little short video, post on my story maybe. But like, I don't know. I don't want to justify it either. So it feels wrong to justify that. So I think it depends. Like.
Yeah. So gifted collabs are obviously without compensation. So exchange a product in exchange for
a gift. Yeah.
A post.
A product in exchange for a gift.
Products in exchange for a post or like a story post or whatnot. I think gifted collabs can be good.
Yeah.
But I think as you progress, obviously you're not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're a full-time creator. This is your full job.
Literally.
I'm assuming you don't take on many gifted collabs because you still got to pay for things.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Petrol,
I need money.
Cost of living these days. I still live at home with my mum and dad, but that's fine.
Yeah, but we still pay for things. Like you've got your insurance. I've got like board that I pay for, and sometimes do pay for groceries just when I like pop out and grab a few things, you know. So it's still like it's not like like birthday presents. Oh my god, the amount of birthdays.
You know what's worse? This year is like the 21st.
Oh, I just went through that, yeah.
So like
it rinses you.
I've already spent like over $1,000 on someone for their birthday for their 21st. Like,
literally.
oh my God.
It actually drains your bank account the 21st season. So you can't be taking on gifted because you gotta buy gifts for people.
I know. It's oh my God. Like yes, thank you for the gift. I can just re-gift it, but I still need the money. So I think I've got some notes here actually. So I think gifted collabs are good for the experience. So you're obviously getting products to film with. Again, it's fine and all to use products around your house, but then
they're kind of already been opened.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I found when I kept watching UGC stuff when I first started. They were like, oh, just use products around your house. But I'm like, my bottle is already open. Yeah. It's filthy. It does not look aesthetic. I can't do that.
Exactly. It's wet from the shower. It's soggy.
And then also just experience talking to brands.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like as a gifted collab, you're actually communicating with a brand.
That's true.
So I think that's a valuable experience. You know how they talk, you know what they ask for.
Yeah, that's so real. And I think as well, like if you're segueing into new niches, it can be pretty good as well.
Yeah.
To just like build up your portfolio. But like obviously there gets to a point where it's like you've built up your portfolio. You've got something
good enough
backing
for a
you.
paid basis.
Yeah. But like I recently segued into my food content, as you know, and like that for me was very hard to get into because they don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay, yeah.
They're like, oh no, our food is enough. And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Like, I love food.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But I still need something.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's the time. Like, I'm literally driving all the way to like a place, normally like an hour away, because like, we don't live like in the main part of the city, you know? Like, you know, it's not like a 20-minute drive to
I find it more like eastern suburbs.
Yeah, they all want clubs because it's more of a densely populated area, I think, the east. And there's so many more like businesses that have the budget for these kind of things as well. So yeah, I'm just driving to Whoop Whoop and I'm not getting paid and I'm paying for parking.
I think we're the ones in Whoop Whoop.
Yeah, facts. So real. But yeah, you're not getting paid for parking, you're not getting paid for your tolls, you're not getting paid for your petrol. And then they're like, no, but my $50 meal's enough. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's not.
Yeah,
I love you, but it's
that's
not.
True.
And then also, it's not just the time like being there filming. Like
editing.
that's like a whole like hour and a half, 2 hour thing in itself. But then you go home and you got to spend the whole night editing a piece of content, getting it approved, posting it. Like it's a whole thing. So
yeah,
we need the money.
It's a lot. Yes, exactly. What was that trend?
Oh my God,
give me my money.
Give me my money. That's the one. We need the money.
Yeah, and then obviously it comes down to, do you actually need the product? Like I had a recent collab and their budget is extremely low.
Yeah.
Extremely low. But like I really like the product. And I'm obviously still gonna push for something paid.
Yeah.
But like I just really like the product.
What was
and
the
I'm like,
product?
I can't say. Because it gives it away, the brand.
Facts, okay.
Yeah, because it's very niche.
Too specific. Okay, that
yeah.
makes sense. Is it like what niche is it in? Can you disclose?
Lifestyle, food and drink kind of vibe.
What a name, what a niche. I feel like anytime I don't know what I'm like, what I am, I'm like, I'm in the lifestyle niche.
Yeah. That's what I say. That's what I say.
I'm a lifestyle creator.
Yeah, so that's what I think the pros are for gift to collabs.
Nice.
Cons. Oh, we kind of touched on it, really.
Yeah.
They don't really pay.
Gifted paying tax.
Tax, yes. Yeah, when it comes to tax time, you obviously have to pay tax on these gifted products, which I don't think brands understand.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
there was a product there, they were like, oh, yeah, but you get like $600 worth of product. And I'm like, thanks, but I need to pay tax
No, that
on
means I'm paying more tax.
Exactly.
Like, that is
I'm like, that
expensive.
doesn't help me.
Yeah. And then when they offer you a like moisturizer in like as if that is like a really expensive product in exchange for a gift to collab, I'm like, I don't think you know what you're offering here. Like I can go and buy a $10 moisturizer.
I was like, I can go buy one from Priceline here.
Exactly. It's not worth my time and effort really.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You've got to weigh up like if it's worth your time and your effort and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. There's also like PR I wanted to touch on. Like, I'm not sure if you guys know the difference between PR and gifted collabs, but they are quite different. So PR kind of leans more into that like influencer vibe where brands will just send you the product. Pardon?
So you.
Not there yet. Micro influencers still, but we're getting there. They'll send you PR. I did actually get my first PR thing the other day. I think it was my first
Didn't
PR.
you get one from The Ordinary?
Oh no, yes, I did. Okay. I got some from The Ordinary, and then I got my phone case from The Dairy as well. They're like The Dairy. I always read it as The Diary, and then I was reading the spelling of it.
Why is it Dairy? It's a phone case.
Yeah, it's Dairy.
Dairy. Like as in like dairy, like I dare you to do something, or dairy like milk?
No, like milk, dairy.
Ah.
Oh wait, let's like confirm quickly because I feel like maybe I'm saying this wrong. The dairy.
Dairy. Okay.
Am I correct? The dairy.
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 What's diary? DI.
DIA. Yeah, because
Okay,
I thought,
interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the reasoning.
I would like to know the story behind that. If you're watching, let us know. Maybe. There are some really cute cow prints actually, so maybe that's a thing. But they basically like work with artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And the artists then design the different cases and you can choose. There are so many options. And I actually am obsessed with it. It's my favorite thing ever, and I had one previously for 4 years, and it never broke. My phone never cracked.
Wow.
So I was very, very happy and passionate about it. So then when they messaged me, I was like, I would love to do that. Please give me a new phone case.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that you were actually a user before. Oh, something I want to touch on. I have no idea if this has any relevance to this topic, but I contacted a brand.
Yeah.
And they, like, obviously collab, whatever, I reached out to them. And they basically said that all their collabs, like all their pay partnerships and whatnot, come from consumers that have already bought from them. So they basically told me to buy their product.
I've had this
And then
before.
once I buy their product,
they'll consider you.
they'll consider me. And I'm like, respectfully, because like I do like their brand. I really do. But no.
No, literally, this makes me agitated. This is for the brands, like, this is a message to you, okay? Imagine we are a marketing agency, like, we are our own, like, business. I am a business, I am getting your product so that I can create advertisements for you. It is a business structure. You wouldn't go to a marketing agency and be like, hey, can you please like advertise our products for free? First of all, like, you know that you're like meant to be paying them. But then on top of that, you wouldn't be saying like, oh, like, can you make sure that like you deeply resonate with our products first and try them and make sure that like you like have bought them before and you're a really like loving customer.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's a job. It's our job. We get the product, we test the product, we film with the product, we produce content, you post the content. It is a job. It's not like, it's different to, this is where it's different to influencing. Influencing is very much aligned with the influencer, what resonates with them, if they love the product, if they've tested the product, all these things. And if they're willing to put their followers onto that product in a way. So yeah, they're very different things. And
100%, yeah.
I feel like, is that a good way of like kind of explaining it?
I think it is, yes.
We are a business.
Now we just hope that they actually listen.
Yes, please listen. Please take this on board. But yeah, back to the PR thing quickly. So PR's influencer, gifted collaborations are more of a UGC kind of thing.
Yes.
And gifted collabs means there are deliverables involved. Typically, PR means that you can choose to post something if you feel like it and love the PR that you're receiving.
Yeah.
PR, you don't have to pay tax on.
don't have any obligation.
Yeah, no obligation. PR, no tax either. Gifted collaborations, there is tax involved. They're also a difference. So that's just a little bit of a difference between the two of them.
Nice.
But yeah, have you had any more like really good gifted examples throughout your journey of being a creator? What are your favorite gifted collabs you've taken on?
No.
No? Really?
Maybe I can't think of them.
I feel like I've taken on more than you
I think I'm quite firm with my gifted.
That's good, yeah, because you're pretty busy as well with like uni and stuff.
Yeah. Like the only gift that I do at this stage, but I am changing it, is obviously food. Like I've done 4 or 5. No, 4.
Yeah.
And all of them were gifted. Like in terms of like, I'm not, instead of, see, that's the thing, I want to, but like where they are, because I'm always on the other side as well, they're really not that far. And when I think about it, it's like, obviously it takes a lot of effort for us to edit and put everything together. Like last night I did a food collab yesterday.
Yeah.
And the footage was worth 10 minutes and I'm like chopping all of that down.
It takes a while.
And then coming up with the script. But I think with my food collabs, I'm not doing a script, I'm just doing a voiceover and then not a voiceover, sorry. Music and then just text overlay, that's it.
Oh, so it's a bit different. But you could even start off, like when I started my food collabs, this is like a little bit of an insight if you are wanting to segue into food content. I started off by just charging $150 for a video. And most brands were like, oh yeah, we'll do that. Like that's pretty cheap. Yeah. Now I've recently been paid $500 for a food collab, which like, as much as like in comparison to UGC, that is like you're getting ripped off. Like that is really low. But $500 for a food collab is actually pretty big, and that had like whitelisting involved and paid ad usage involved in it. So
only 500.
Only 500, but that was the biggest food collab I've had so far. So I'm still trying to, and that was like they said no for like ages and then came back to me.
I reckon you'll get more food, like paid food stuff because of your follow account now.
I have been getting a bit of it, but I think I'm trying to segue out of food stuff because it is low paying in comparison.
Very low paying, yeah.
But activity-based stuff, like I recently got an activity collab. They offered gifted, which was very nice because like it's a $300 experience, like making your own like silver and gold rings. So it's a very expensive experience, and it's I won't say their name, but it's it's in the eastern suburbs. And they offered gifted. I said no. As much as I wanted to do it, I was like, I'm not gonna. I'm trying to be really firm unless it's something I actually need, like a box of food to eat and survive, you know. So I said no, and then they came back to me a month later, and now we've locked in $1,000 collab, and I'm house sitting 10 minutes away from that place.
That works out perfectly. Oh my god,
it will be so good. So they've offered me and then my boyfriend to go, and it's $1,000 collab with some like paid usage and stuff in there, and they were more than happy, and they're actually they know what they're talking about. Like, you'd be surprised how many brands have like people who understand social media.
Yep, that's good.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But then other gifted examples that I've taken on that I thought were pretty valid actually were Meetung Hot Springs I worked with a while ago.
That would be nice.
Me and my family were staying in Meetung and we were going to the hot springs and I was like, hey,
why don't I just turn
can I get a free ticket? Yeah, like, and then I just filmed a bit of it. I just kept my phone in the pocket of the robe. They gave us all free robes and towels. Like, there was like 5 of us. So everyone else was pretty happy they got a free robe and towel. And then the other one I'm thinking of is Porto Homewares.
Oh my God, I love that video of you. Where'd you do it?
That was so good. It was here, yeah. So the lighting's pretty good here.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was on a summer day as well. Yeah. Thank you. So it was really like gold and beautiful. And the reason I took that on was because I wanted to have some home kind of content.
Yeah.
That was my first 6 months of UGC as well.
Wow. Okay.
And I love Porto Homewares. So I was really keen to like get a bunch of their stuff as well. And now it's in like my little section of things to take to my future house with me. So I don't have to buy things.
You have a section?
I have a section in my wardrobe.
Are you serious?
I do. I have a whole little box.
How do you have a little section? Everything in my room's
so
coming
funny.
to my
It's like the thing I've not even unboxed. Like, I unbox them for the video and then I put them back in the packaging and everything, and they're waiting patiently.
I can't wait to go into your house and see what it looks like.
I can't wait as well.
Like, I'm really interested in how you style it.
Yeah. I'm excited too. It'll be fun.
Cool.
Yeah. What are we going to talk about?
Contracts.
Next? Contracts. Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to bring up, because this was like something that blew my mind recently. I've never done a contract for a gifted collab before.
No, I think I've done one, but that's it.
Yeah.
I've never done any others.
It's crazy. Like, how I've not thought to do contracts for gifted collabs. Because like I recently invested in like a guide, like a UGC guide from another creator. And it's been a fantastic thing because it's just like highlighted a few key points that I need to get a grip. Like, I got to lock in. Yeah. And one of them was gifted collabs still need contracts because you're giving them content. Oh, there is a bird on the roof. You're giving them content, and then if there's no contract in place,
they can use it however they want. Yeah,
exactly. So that's crazy. True. But yeah, so contracts are pretty important. But yeah.
Nothing hurts my brain more when they want the gifted collab, but they want like paid ads.
Yeah, I'm like, you're asking for too much.
Yeah, like I can give you organic,
yeah,
but you're not getting paid. Like that would obviously have to be compensation.
Or when they send you a full-on brief, when it's a gifted collab, I'm like, why are you sending me a brief? Yeah. Don't send me a brief. I'm sorry, but you're not getting the brief. I sound so mean. I love working with brands, but I just hate when they undervalue creators.
Yeah.
Like,
it's,
what do you mean?
Like, I get that it's your business, but like at the same time, we have a business too.
Exactly. I need money to live. Like,
that's true.
It's a whole job. Like, you would never ever go to any other job and be like, hey, can you work for free?
Yeah. So then why do it to us?
Exactly. So silly.
They don't get it. But segueing into contracts, I'm very firm on it. I think it's because obviously I am a law student, so it's just like nature. But this is also not legal advice because I'm not.
She's not qualified yet.
I'm not qualified yet, so don't take my word. But I just did finish contracts.
So she kind of is qualified.
So I'm kind of qualified. I passed,
but
okay?
This is not legal advice.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say it's dumb to not have a contract.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. You know.
And I've been very dumb in the past.
Exactly. Like gifted collabs, obviously I didn't have a contract in it, so I'm pretty stupid for that. But I'm not trying to call everyone stupid here. It's just,
we love you.
It's just protection.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing it for yourself. Because they can, like how you said, they can use it for paid ads or whatever.
Yeah.
However they want. And they don't owe you anything.
That's insane.
But yeah, especially with, I'd say never ever do a paid collaboration without a contract.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Never ever do it because there's money involved. Let's say you send them the content, they ghost you.
Yeah.
They don't
and you
pay
hadn't
you.
whitelisted your content. Wait, is that whitelist?
Watermark.
What?
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Whitelisting.
You haven't watermarked your content.
Yeah.
You send the content over. They're using that content. They still haven't paid you.
Yeah.
They have no obligation to pay you because there's not a contract. However, there is a loophole, but I can't share that. Legal advice.
I'll find out later.
No, but they have no obligation to pay you.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, let's say you just talk about it. They're like,
can't do anything.
$300 sounds fine.
Maybe
there's not a definite line. Like, you need a contract to hold in place.
Yeah, I think you're going to be my contract lawyer one day.
I think Will's going to be mine because he actually he beat me.
Her boyfriend does law as well, so they're going to be two smart cookies.
Yeah. So, like, you need to have that contract in place. Both parties need to know what they're signing.
Yeah.
They need to know what's involved, what money's involved, what deliverables. I had a recent contract thing with a brand very recently. I told you about this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention them, but anyway, they complained about something, and I literally took a photo. I took a screenshot of this contract, and I sent them like, "Hey," like I zoomed in and I highlighted. I'm like, "This is what the contract says," and it was their contract, so you would expect them to know it back to front.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is what the contract says," and then they're like, "Oh, apologies for this, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Yeah."
To be fair, I have made that mistake before where, like, similar to the brand, where I literally have written out a contract, sent it over, and then, like, because the collab goes on sometimes for, like, a month and a half, I've kind of forgotten.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, or maybe invoiced them incorrectly because I forgot that I, like, gave them a discount, like a 20% off or something, like, so then you've invoiced it incorrectly, but they're always so friendly with me and they're like, hey,
100%, yeah.
They're like, just letting you know, like, the invoice is incorrect, like, would you be able to amend that? And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
I understand like the little things, but this one brand I'm talking about, our whole collaboration, like the whole 2 weeks or whatever it took us.
Yeah.
There were 4 points of miscommunication that someone was like just not happy with, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's just frustrating.
It was just annoying, yeah.
Yeah. Some brands, like I've got like email threads that are over 100 like emails, and I'm like,
my biggest one right now is at like 70.
Yeah. It's a lot, and it's hard to keep track of what you've said then.
Yeah.
Like low-key, I'm all here for opening a new email.
I started an email. I started a new one.
Yeah,
when I finished the filming, I literally said, "Oh my God, I literally can't do this." I couldn't find it, and then when you're doing it on your phone you scroll, it just does not look.
Oh, and it just gets confusing. Like all it looks all spammy because it has like all the hyperlinks and random. I don't know. It's all weird.
I don't like it.
It's confusing.
Just have a contract in place. It avoids that confusion. It provides you security. And yeah, there's literally no reason you can't. And you can also. How did you get your? I mean, How did you get a contract?
Oh, initially, okay, so I think this is actually a really good topic to like talk about in case you don't have a contract. But as a creator, first of all, I would genuinely just recommend off the bat buying one from a creator, like a big creator. Honestly, I'm going to just say names because I think that it's fine and it's kind of like...
It's public knowledge, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Carla and Taylor, both, I just know of them. I'm sure there's other creators. They both have contracts that you can buy. And they're really good contracts. And the reason why I would suggest doing this from a big creator is because they've gone through like the legal route. They know that it is correct. They've also had like issues with brands over the years that they've worked with brands, and that contract has helped them. So it's kind of like evidence that that contract works in a way. And it also says like more legal terms and all the jargon and stuff. So I personally would recommend just buying one off of another creator that's experienced. Yeah. But if not, what I used to do was I literally just ChatGPT'd a contract.
Oh my God, Charlie.
Because I didn't know what
Charlie,
to do.
what are you doing? No, ChatGPT does not give you legal advice.
Yeah, but like it worked. It was actually a really good contract, low key.
Really?
And it was very similar to the one that I have now.
Okay, let me read it then.
I'll give it to you. I actually messaged with my legal friends. My 2 friends are doing law as well. And I said to them, can you please read my contract to check that it's fine? And then they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And then they forgot. So I should have reminded them, but they got very busy in life.
I know Carla has a contract. Does Taylor have a contract?
Oh, I thought Taylor did. Or maybe it's just within.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe not. And I don't know if Carla's is a you can buy the contract individually or you have to buy the whole guide. I'm not sure either.
No, it's individual.
Can you get it individual?
Actually, I don't know because I've got Carla's. I use Carla's.
Oh, okay. I thought that you got yours from Taylor for some reason.
No,
that makes sense.
Oh, Well, I don't know. No, I use Colors.
You can use Collabs.
We have the same contract.
Yeah, I know, but I thought that they just had a very similar looking contract or something.
Yeah.
No, okay. That makes
use
sense.
Colors.
This is so random. If you're Carla or Taylor, I'm sorry, guys. We're so confusing. But yeah, no, I bought Colors within the guide, but I didn't know if you could buy it separately. But anyway, I would recommend doing that. What do you think from a more smart, educated point of view?
No, I bought mine.
Yeah.
But like obviously I changed it. But the good thing is she's also in Melbourne, so like everything that like
All
it kind of lined.
Exactly. It says Victoria, governed by Victoria and all that stuff.
But I
did have that in my ChatGPT contract.
Did you?
I did.
You better hope
and
so.
I had 1 and 1.1 and 1.2 and 1.3 and 2.1 and 2, you know how it structures it?
Yeah. See, the thing is the contracts don't need to be that like difficult to read, because a piece of paper that is signed and sets out things is a contract. You don't need to have the 1.1, 1.2.
So my ChatGPT one actually would have worked because it was actually really good.
I don't know about that.
It was actually really good.
Okay.
Moving on. Red or green flags
For contracts.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going first?
Yeah.
Okay. Not including your deliverables in a contract.
Red flag. Like, is this from the brands and like them sending the contract to you?
Any.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like if they send you a contract.
Okay, but let's say I had this as well.
Yeah.
It's literally the same brand that I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
That's so bad. I hope they don't watch this. But they sent me a contract. No, I shouldn't have said that. Okay. They sent me a contract, and in that contract was something that they didn't mention that required an extra fee. So, if I did not read that contract properly, I would have lost a lot of money.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're going to touch on it later with the next 2 points, but...
I think I would always recommend sending your contract to a brand if you can. Yeah. Because obviously you know what's in that contract.
in it, yeah.
But otherwise you just have to be so careful. I've spoken to so many creators that just sign contracts and they don't read things.
No, you've got to read it.
I
read it really
will spend a whole day reading a contract.
I get Will to read mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I got a new one for you.
Because there's sometimes like just little parts in there that are just a little bit dodgy, trying to like scam you out of things, or I don't know. People will
things like, because they're like, oh, can we just have like one video and this and like this much usage? I'm like, sure. Gave the quote. They sent the contract, looked at the contract, and I'm like, different. This is not what you said. Yeah. Like, you failed to mention this part, which requires a huge, like, fee because it's such a huge thing.
Exactly. And sometimes their, like, amount of revisions are different to yours as well. Like, sometimes, first of all, they always, in their contracts, most of the time, brands will be like, they'll pay me within, like, 30 to 60 days. Mine is literally like, I think I wrote 7 days in my contract.
Yeah, but it's a full-time job for you. You need that money.
I need money. Away. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of brands don't pay me in that 7 days and I don't charge them extra for it. I give them like I say 7 days in my contract, I give them like a 14-day kind of grace period, and then I'll start being like, all right, now I'm like,
I do 14 days because it's like a usual job. You're either getting paid weekly, fortnightly. Exactly. Some jobs are monthly, but I prefer the fortnightly. Yeah. Like 7 days is very, very tight. Like, so I'm not going to be like that strict with it. If they don't pay me within 14 to 30 days, I'll start being like, all right. Yeah. Once it's past 14, then I charge extra.
Yeah. But like, with 7, you can't expect like them to be straight on it. And sometimes if they're just honest with me and like, hey, like a lot of them will be like, I know that it was 7 days, but our actual payday is this day. So can you just wait until this day? And I'm like, that's fine. I don't mind. But all good. But I think that that's the good thing about having your own contract is, like your timelines, and then you can chase things up easier without having to go and reread the contract as well. And then also like your revisions and stuff, like I charge extra for like extra revisions, whereas a lot of brands will be like, we have 3 rounds of revisions with no additional cost, whereas I'm like, you have 1 round of revisions, and like that's a round, like we were talking about this before.
Yeah, it's like a round, so they can have like 3 things they want you to change, but it's in that 1 round,
one email that they send you. And I say that within like 3 days of getting the deliverables as well, they have to send me those. If they're sending them like a week later, I'm like, No.
Yeah.
You gotta get on the ball with these things. The next one is limiting revisions in a contract.
We kind of touched on that. Yeah, I think, it's definitely something that needs to be done.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a green flag, I reckon, if they actually have... I love in a contract when you can see that they have thought about the creator. They're like, we'll only ask for like one round of revisions, and then we'll pay you an extra fee, and then they include all these things.
It does,
It changes your opinion on a brand so easily.
And it makes the collaboration go so much smoother. 100%. As a creator, you might want to do those extra things as well. Like sometimes I chuck in like an extra, have a photo.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just take it. It's probably not, it's not a high effort thing.
Yeah. But if you've already got some extra photos or some B-roll or something, you just want to be nice to them, and you then will talk highly about them to other creators, and it's just good. I love when you feel valued by a brand.
100%.
That is a green flag.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah. And oh my God, if in a contract they ever state that they can like modify anything, or they can modify with AI.
Red flag. Red flag.
No.
Anything AI is just a red flag.
Well, any modification.
For your contracts.
Yeah. This. I am all here for using it in business stuff. Like even like
not for contracts. They're legal.
Well, how else would I have done it?
ChatGPT, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
As a law student, if you try and search up something and there's a case, I'm not admitting to anything, but there's a case in school that we learn, and let's say I want to ask ChatGPT a question about the case. Yeah. It's the wrong case. And I'm like, this is not the case I just said. Anyway,
that's so funny.
It's not, it's very bad with legal stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very bad.
Okay, no more trusting ChatGPT.
For the basic stuff, yes, but not for like if you're really trying to get into it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think ChatGPT is good though for like asking about like tax and asking about things like that. Just advice in general, because obviously you're working by yourself. You don't have people to bounce off of. So.
And even just content in general.
Yeah.
Like asking for content ideas. People use Claude a lot recently.
I got to get onto Claude, man. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing.
Everyone's going on about it.
Yeah. Maybe we could do a topic about Claude one week, and we can actually try and learn it before we like talk about it.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fun. We could have a little chat, maybe. Cool. But any modifications with AI usage or anything, or just modification in general. Like I don't mind if you change the music or change the text on the screen. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. But if you're trying to like cut and change and move and all these things, I'm kind of like I don't mind that much, but like let's talk about it. Like, and also, when brands have done that in the past, I've had like probably 3 brands recently do it where they've wanted to chop things up and just have different variations. I would charge a bit extra if they're getting multiple variations, but then also I will ask them to send me what they have done, like before they post anything. If they want to modify it, but send it to me for approval first. Cool. So I feel like,
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't mind a little modification. That's kind of like a green reddish flag. And then AI is a red flag.
Red flag, completely. Yeah.
Okay. But another thing I wanted to touch on as well is perpetuity. So this is kind of an interesting one. We're going to talk about perpetuity and exclusivity, but I'll start off with perpetuity. It is basically when a brand wants your content forever. They want it forever.
Indefinitely,
Yeah, and that to me is a red flag. I don't like that at all.
You've made that mistake.
Yeah, it depends on, so at the very beginning of my UGC journey, I didn't have a contract in place and I signed up for like perpetuity, all this stuff. I've talked about it in a previous podcast, literally $80 for a video, indefinite everything. And they're still running my ads now. And they're shocking.
I see them all the time, and I send her a screenshot or like, I'll show them like, hey, it's you again.
It's still there. I've had so many people ask me about it, and it's still running, and they have everything, and they have a whole bunch of B-roll and everything, like hundreds of videos of my dog and me and whatever. So anyway, put a contract in place. Don't say yes to perpetuity, in my opinion. Obviously, if you're going to, some creators don't mind, but charge for it. Like charge way extra, like thousands of dollars extra for perpetuity. And the only time I've recently accepted perpetuity was for a Cabot's cleaning company. I did a collab with them and they were really, really friendly. And I actually really enjoyed that collaboration, and they asked about it. And then they were like, kind of like, no worries if you can't, like we can also do usage rights. They were really kind about it, and that's why I don't mind mentioning their name, because they were actually like, they were legends. Like they were really, really easy to work with. But then I said to them that I'm happy for one of the videos to do usage rights and the second video perpetual rights. And the second video, it was like 0.5 of me like going into Bunnings and like filming me finding the aisle.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, so it was not really my face in it much. Like my face was in the top like kind of corner of the screen for one part, and it was distorted because it was 0.5. So I was kind of like, I'm not that fussed
fair.
about
That's
it.
not that bad,
And
yeah.
it's like a 10-second video with like a squeaky noise kind of in the background. It was just silly. So they paid me like a lot extra for that as well. They were happy to go with my rates. So because they were being so friendly, I was happy. I was open to like talking about it. And that was one where I actually did accept it, and I was happy to do
Yeah,
it.
that's good.
But,
if you feel like you're comfortable with it, and like
Yeah.
they have good intentions, they're not trying to scam you, they're not trying to go behind your back. I think it's fine.
Exactly. And I think the one thing I like to think about with perpetuity is that, for example, if you're just doing UGC and that is your goal, and you want to like maybe work in an office job or something like that, you're not trying to like make it big like into like an influencer world or anything like that. I think it's like fine to accept perpetuity as often as you'd like, with the correct compensation.
With extra costs, yeah.
But
always.
my problem with that is that I'm trying to grow as an influencer as well. And like say, for example, like I'm literally 21. I have no idea what the rest of my life's going to be like.
Sure.
So imagine if in 5 years I do actually end up working with like huge clients like Chanel, just throwing it out there, right? And I'm doing like a perfume ad or something, right? And then, not that that's gonna happen. Actually, it might.
You can dream.
never know.
You can dream.
We
One can dream.
We can dream. But I'm just saying, like, this is a good example of like, say Chanel want to work with me on a perfume ad, but then I've given perpetual usage rights for an ad with my face on it to like a random kind of like low-key perfume company. Then would a big perfume company really want my face as like the face of a perfume?
If you're doing it
if
for
I'm
everyone.
doing it for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I don't know. And then also like that content, you've got to think that's going to be going forever. So that's a representation of how you create content forever.
Yeah.
In a way, like you can't keep like growing and like moving on. You can, but like that's stuck in time forever.
That is true. That
So
is
anyway,
very true.
yeah, that's just how I think of it. In a bit of a scary way, but it is a scary thing. So I think we need to think about it
100%.
properly before we commit. Because a lot of people just see money straight away, and money is actually not as important as your rights as a human and like your faith.
That was really deep.
That was deep. Anyway, moving on. Exclusivity.
Exclusivity. So it basically means that brands don't want you to work with their competitors. And then with exclusivity, you'd obviously charge more because if you can't work with other brands, then you're losing your income.
Yeah.
You're losing possible income.
Yeah.
I've recently dealt with this. They basically gave me a list of like 20 brands for like
a lot.
7 months. And I'm like, so I did give a rate for it, but it was just too much for them. And I'm like, okay, well then no.
Yeah.
And then they actually said they would reduce like the 7 months to just like they went down a lot.
Really?
A lot, yeah. And then they only went down to 5 companies.
Okay.
As their competitors. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that
pretty,
I can work with. I
yeah.
still charged a fee. But that's like, it's a bit more reasonable. And it's obviously not
Yeah.
as expensive for them. But yeah, I think it's really important to charge.
I think so as well. And it depends on what situation you're in as a creator. Like,
Yeah.
for example, you're doing multiple things. You're doing uni and you're doing content creation. So you're not getting as many collaborations as maybe a full-time creator would get. So therefore, you probably know that there's a low
not
chance
get-
of working with one of those competitors. Whereas if you're like doing it full-time and you're making like these huge like $10,000, $20,000 months and you're like working with loads of clients and this and that,
Then probably not.
you probably
Yeah.
would need to be more considerate of that because you might actually end up, getting one of them reaching out to you or something. Like
Yeah,
it's very
100%.
highly likely for you to lose money.
What makes me sad, like one of the brands I really wanted to work with, but like I know it's not guaranteed. And I don't know if I've seen them do UGC as well. But yeah, I just charged that extra fee.
Yeah,
It wasn't even a big fee. Like I really did want to work with this brand and I knew the other ones. I did want to reach out to 2 of the 5 that she mentioned. But given the time frame, like I'd be able to do it. Like it's only like a little, like 2-3 months or something.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's fine.
But
It's an
yeah.
interesting one. So you got to just be careful with these things,
Yeah.
I reckon. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
It's just things to consider as a creator, yeah.
And I think it's kind of fun to
big.
chat about like, your gifted collabs and like everyone will take on like different things as well, which I find interesting. Like some stuff you might think is like why would you take that on as gifted? That's kind of silly.
Yeah.
But another creator, it's like important for them, or they would have spent money on it
100%.
regardless.
Yeah, you got a difference between, like, I always see really experienced creators be like, do not take on gifted, blah, 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 blah. I understand where you're coming from because you still need money, it's a job. But as like your first or second like collaboration or whatever, like I started with one gifted. Bad example for me, but like I started with like 1 or 2 gifted, and I found it really valuable.
Yeah,
because I was communicating with them, and there was obviously no payment involved, but I was communicating with them. I learned what they needed, like what a UGC video looks like.
Exactly.
And how to communicate.
Yeah, I've even taken on gifted for like matcha before, because matcha's kind of expensive, and it's a really good matcha company, and I really wanted matcha. I was gonna go buy a matcha, and then they gave me packets of matcha. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take that. Because like I was gonna buy it anyway, so it kind of makes sense. And so I think a very important thing as well is, as much as like we are as a community together, we are all like anti-gifted collabs and this and that. I think it's important. I've recently had to be confronted with my own emotions around this, but take a step back and realize that everyone will accept different things for different reasons. Yeah. Because sometimes I'll be like, almost find myself judging another creator for accepting a collab that I knew, like I also got offered, gifted. And I'll be like, why would you accept that though? Because like it's not that special, like, and we're trying to make a stance and we're trying to do this together, and it's kind of ruining it for the rest of the community. But then you've got to take a step back and realize maybe they really needed that thing. You don't know their finances, you don't know their family. And that probably made a big impact for them. Like, me not having to spend money on groceries in the next 2 weeks really made an impact for me. So I'm pretty happy about that. And it's good, so it's just, don't judge people.
I think that's a good way to put it.
I reckon. So we'll all be kind,
Yeah.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed that episode, and comment below, let us know what you liked about this, what you want moving forward, what kind of like concepts and stuff, videos, all that kind of stuff. We just want to hear from you. Yeah.